Record. So, hi everyone. Good morning. Welcome to Barre. My name is Claire. I am your instructor. I will read our campus rec waiver and then we can go ahead and get started. So, in order to make these classes as freely accessible as possible to our participants, we will be using a verbal warning and assumption of risk at the beginning of class. Participation in online class is voluntary. Physical activity programs may result in injury, and by participating, you assume the risk of injury that may result from your participation. We strongly recommend that you participate from a space that is suitable for this activity. For example, make sure that you have moved nearby furniture and other potential hazards. If you are participating in a yoga class or class that involves laying on the ground, we recommend using a mat, or if you don't have one, a carpeted area. Participants are encouraged to stop if they experience pain or injury and should seek appropriate medical advice or care as needed. William & Mary Health and Wellness strongly recommends that each participant have an annual physical examination and follow the advice of your healthcare provider before participating. But with that, we can go ahead and get started. You guys can meet me in standing on your mat or carpeted area or wherever you're doing it. I'm just going to bring up my notes. You can click play on my playlist or whatever playlist you want to listen to. We're just going to start feet shoulder distance apart, slight bend in those knees. We're going to start by waking up our shoulders, rolling backwards. And while we do this, feeling those nice deep rolls, I'll introduce Barre. So welcome, my name is Claire. If you're new to Barre is a combination of yoga, Pilates, and ballet, with an emphasis on ballet. We can switch directions now. It's a moderate intensity workout that targets a lot of fun, different specific muscle groups and is really a great time. We have a little bit of a dance-infused warm-up, which would be a bit fun. All right, we have two more, and then we're gonna get our heart rate a bit raised. So we're just gonna start bringing our feet slightly more in with a standing march to just get our heart rate a bit raised. So bringing those feet to hip height, like so. And then once we get comfortable here, we can also bring our arms down. So we're squeezing now, feeling those shoulder blades wake up, doing that nice standing march. Good. We have 4, 3, we're gonna add in a twist. Last one, and twist. So opposite elbow, opposite knee. So now we're engaging that core, feeling our whole body wake up. Good. You guys look great. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, bringing those hands down, we're gonna add a little dance move while also getting our feet and legs a bit warm. So making sure there's room behind you and to the side of you. We're first gonna set up our squat. So feet shoulder distance apart, toes facing forward. You're gonna shoot those hips back, keeping those knees above those ankles. You can lift those toes and wiggle them. You have a nice proud chest, and then we're gonna straighten. So let's do 2 of these just to get comfortable. Coming up. Last one. Good. We're just gonna add in a little grapevine step to do something in between our squats. So we're gonna squat down and up, step to the side, behind, and side. And then you're just gonna do another squat. So we're just side, behind, side, and squat. You know, we're incorporating some dance this morning, also engaging our legs. Good. I always like to say Barre is a focus on ballet, but we can always add in some other moves. Like this is a jazz move. Sometimes I do some modern. Good, we have 2 more. Last one. Good, step behind, good. All right, we're now gonna get a little bit more comfortable with our ballet positions. We're gonna start by putting our feet in first position. That means your heels are slightly touching or almost touching in a nice V shape. And then we're just gonna step out to the side, and our feet are now wide and a nice a little bit more than shoulder distance apart, toes facing out. This is second position. We're gonna go into plie here. So that means your knees go out, but not going in front of those toes. You have a nice neutral spine, and you're just gonna plie down. And then we're just gonna come back up into first. And then if you have room, I can scoot over a bit, step out to the other side in second. So we're coming in, out. So we're staying in plie in every position. And first, we make a nice diamond shape. Second, we have that nice low grand plie. We're waking up those arms a bit, those legs, getting that heart rate a bit raised, feeling that energy. If you can look outside, it looks so nice out. I haven't been outside yet, but I'm so excited to experience that nice weather. Good. We have 4, 3, 2. Last one, we're going to stay down now, and we're going to lift our right heel off the ground, and we're going to pulse down. Good. We're pulsing for 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to switch sides now. We're pulsing down again, feeling that our legs wake up, feeling our arms, maybe feel a bit tired. Feeling that sweat come on. We have 4, 3, 2, 1. Challenge. Lift both heels off the ground and pulse down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Lower those heels. Already feeling that burn. You can face those toes to the front. We're just going to stretch a little bit. Bring those arms by your head. Shoot those arms forward with a nice flat back, and then curve that spine. Feeling that nice deep stretch behind those legs, and walk those fingers as far back in between those legs as you can. I'm feeling really tight this morning, so this feels amazing. And maybe add in a plie. So bend those legs down into a nice grand plie, and then straighten back up. Let's do 2 more. Good. We have 1 more. Perfect. Now walk those arms to your right leg, and we're just going to turn our hips so they're facing towards this side of the room. So now we're doing that nice hamstring stretch for that right leg, grabbing behind it before bending that leg down and going into a nice deep runner's lunge. Pushing those hips down, lifting that right arm up towards the ceiling for a nice stretch. Good. Bringing that arm back down. We're going to shoot our right leg back, so we're in our plank position now. Nice flat back. We're drawing a straight line from our shoulders to our wrists. Fingers nice and spread out. Core engaged, energy spiraling. We're going to be doing 10 plank jacks. You can either join me in hopping those feet out, or you have the option to just tap from foot to foot. We're going to do 10, so just choosing whatever option you want. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1, go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Shoot those hips back. Now we're in that downward dog position. Pedal out those feet, bending one and then the other for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Bring that right leg forward again into that nice deep runner's lunge. Before bringing that left leg forward, rubbing that right leg again, and then coming up. We're just going to repeat that all on the other side. So now we're going to square those hips to the other side. Our left leg is now in front, straight arms, shoot them forward. Ooh, keep your balance, and rub the back of that left leg for a nice hamstring stretch. Good. And then plant those arms on the ground, shoot that right leg back. You're now in that low runner's lunge with the left leg forward. We can lift that left hand up towards the sky, feeling that nice deep stretch. Good. You can bring it back down and then shoot that leg out. We have our same option again. So you can either tap those feet out to the side. I'm going to scoot forward a bit, or you can do 10 plank jacks, choosing whatever option works for you this morning. We're going to start in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Shoot those hips back. Go into that downward dog. Pedal out those feet. This is finishing up our warm-up. So bring that left leg forward again. Come back into that low runner's lunge. And then we're going to come down onto our knees. Good job, everyone. That finishes up our warm-up. So we are now going into our arm section. We're going to be doing some work on our mat/carpet. Then we will go into standing with some no weight arms exercises and then some weight arms exercises. So we'll get a little bit of everything. So first we're going to be doing a little bit of a push-up set. You'll have a few options depending on what you are feeling this morning. Your first option is you can be in tabletop like so and lower your arms like this. If you want a little bit of an added option, you can bring those knees back and you can do your push-up like so. So your knees are on the ground, but you're still in that plank position. Nice flat back, drawing a straight line from your shoulders to your wrists, fingers nice and spread out. Or you can come up on your toes. What we're going to be doing is 10 regular push-ups, so chest push-ups, pushing our arms out to the side, and then 10 tricep push-ups, hugging to our side. So for either one of those, you can pick whatever option is right for you. We'll take a break in between just to make sure we can regain our breath, but picking whatever option you want, we're gonna start with our chest push-ups. So you can be on your knees, you can be on your toes, you can be in tabletop. We're gonna start in 3, 2, and 1. So we're going down and up, bringing that chest as low to the ground as we can while keeping that core nice and engaged, nice flat back. This is 4, 5, halfway, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. Shoot those hips back. I like to get our push-ups done right out in the front because I know they're tough, so we get them out of the way so we can do the fun stuff later on. All right, so you can now pick whatever option you want to do for your tricep push-ups. The difference between triceps and regular is for regular, you push your arms out to the side. Triceps, you're gonna hug those arms to the side of your body. Those elbows stay behind your back. I'll demonstrate like so. So instead of pushing your arms out, they're gonna hug to the side and you're gonna lower as close down as you can. So those hands are in the same position, drawing a straight line from your shoulders to your wrists. You're just gonna lower, hugging those sides. This targets our triceps. So picking whatever option you want, on your knees, on your toes, in tabletop, it's whatever one feels right for you. We're gonna get started in 3, 2, and 1. So down, up, good. I always find these to be a bit more difficult than the chest one, so I'm on my knees right now. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Shoot those hips back again. Great work. That finishes up our push-ups. Those are just a quick little section to just burn out those arms. We're going to do one more little movement on the ground, just some tricep dips, and then we will go into our standing bar. So meeting me sitting on your back now, or on your butt, your feet are out in front of you. You're going to plant your arms right by your shoulders, fingers facing towards your toes, and you have 2 options. You can keep those hips on the ground and lower like so to target those triceps, or you can lift those hips off the ground like you're about to do a crab walk, and you're just going to use those triceps to lower your hips as close down to the ground as you can, maybe touch and straighten. So look at me once and then keep that gaze fixed 3 to 4 feet in front of you to protect your neck. We're going to be doing 10 with a 5-second pulse just to burn them out. So ready? Joining me now, we're going to start in 3, 2, 1. 1, up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stay down, pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Lower those hips onto the ground. Great work. That's a lot of weight on those wrists, so let's stretch them out really quickly before we go into standing. So flip those hands so they're facing down, the top of your hand into your mat or carpet, and just press into them a bit. Stretch out those wrists. And then maybe roll them out. I always feel like I think I need to do like hand strengthening rest exercises. We can go into standing now, because whenever I am on my computer so much that whenever I actually have to write physically, my hands like cramp. So definitely I try to do these stretches just to warm them up. But alrighty, so going into our standing bar arms section now. We're gonna do a no weight section, my classic little combo, just to first get those shoulders fired up and those whole arms, and then we'll grab our weights. So we're gonna start, if you want, you can grab a quick sip of water, feet shoulder distance apart, a little bit more, maybe slight bend in those legs, just to make sure we're not locking our knees. We're gonna bring our arms out to the side. My challenge for you during this section, making sure you have room in front of and behind you, is to keep your arms lifted the entire time. We're doing arm circles, big, medium, small, small, medium, big. So it's a challenge. If you need to shake them out, totally fine. But if you're looking for that added challenge, you want to challenge yourself today, I encourage you to take it with me. So bringing those arms out to your side, palms facing down, we're going to start by going in big arm circles forward. So starting out, just some big arm circles. Nothing too scary. If you're listening to music, you can get lost in it, or you can get lost in the sound of my voice. Good. Maybe thinking about your fun plans for the weekend or week. It's supposed to be really gorgeous outside. Hopefully wherever you are, you can enjoy it in some way, even if that's just a walk around outside. I feel like one of the saving graces of like all of quarantine is just my neighborhood walks. I find them just, I love them so much, and I think they really help clear my mind. All right, good. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going into that medium range. So now our circles are a bit faster. They're a bit smaller. We're maybe starting to feel that burn a bit. Keeping those legs bent slightly. We're not locking those knees. Whew, feeling that burn. Maybe engaging that core to make sure that we're keeping our whole body energized. Good. If you listen to music, you can always sway your hips a bit. Get lost in the music. Jam out. Good. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're now doing tiny arm circles. So we're doing small, fast, tiny circles. Good. I'm definitely feeling that burn now. We're gonna feel it even more when we switch directions and repeat it all going backwards. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're switching directions now. So tiny arm circles backwards. That is where you start to really feel that burn. Switching directions, oh, keeping them lifted. Oh my gosh, I'm feeling it. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We now go into that medium range. Oh my God, changing the size is always what gets me. So I am feeling that. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have those big arm circles for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job, guys. Shake out those arms for a second. That is always a challenge, but great work. It gets your arms nice and activated to get ready for those weights. So if you want, you can now grab those light hand weights, 1 to 3 pounds, or household objects that you may have. We're going to be starting with some nice movements that kind of are new and incorporate some ballet. So we're going to start with our feet in first position. So that, like we were doing in our warm-up, those heels are slightly touching, if not touching. Feet in a nice V shape, feeling nice and comfortable. We're going to be doing 5th position arms to really burn out those shoulders. So for 5th position, you're doing 5th and 1st. So here is 1st. You're going to have your arms curved like this in a nice oval. And then you're just going to scoop them above your head like so in another oval. So you're coming down and then scooping up. And to add on, when you come down, just go into a plie and straighten, scoop up. So this is incorporating that ballet in barre. We're learning our arm positions while also incorporating some weights to really tone those arms. This is really working our shoulders right now, which we already worked a ton during that big arm circle section. So great work. Good. As a fun little update into what's happening right now, there's a bee just like incessantly trying to get into my window right now. It's not going to get in, I hope, but that's a fun thing to keep myself distracted during this arm section away from the nice burn. Good. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, we're now going to keep those arms above our head and do waltz arms. So I'm going to show you first bending just so you can see what it looks like, because I don't have that, you can't see above my head, but you're going to come and just straighten those arms. So we're in 5th, and then you're just going to straighten them out like so. And we're going to have ourselves in 5th here, And then to straighten those arms, you're gonna come up into releve, straighten, come down. So you're coming up, straighten those arms, come back into fifth position. So we're just working those shoulders in a little bit of a different way. We're also getting those calves a bit engaged, using that core to be engaged so you can keep your balance. Good. Whew, feeling that burn. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Take a minute, shake out those hands. We're gonna finish up targeting those shoulders a tiny bit more, and then we will go into working our back, our biceps, our triceps, and everything else. So to finish up this little shoulder burnout, you're gonna bring your feet just into parallel, so feet shoulder distance apart, toes facing forward. You're gonna bend those arms 90 degrees, slight bend in those legs, and we're gonna be doing tiny shoulder presses up. So just tiny pulses like so, but you will feel it. I'm certainly feeling it. We love tiny little pulses in bar. So we're not bouncing, we're doing intentional movements up and down to really engage those muscles. Good. Whew. Our shoulders are gonna be feeling it this week, I can tell. Good, we have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Lower those hands again. We're going to target that back a bit, and then we'll go into our biceps and triceps. So we're going to keep that position, so feet shoulder distance apart. Slight bend in those knees, maybe a little bit deeper this time. With a flat back, you're going to hinge forward around 45 degrees, keeping that gaze in front of you. You're going to draw your arms in front of you, palms facing down, and we're just going to do a nice row. So you're bringing those arms bent 90 degrees to your sides and then coming up. Good. So you're feeling those shoulder blades squeeze behind you. Those elbows are out to your side. We're going to squeeze into our sides in a second, but this is just a slightly different movement to target that back. As always, I like to say, if you want a visualization, picture there is a pencil in between those shoulder blades or anything you want to squeeze between those shoulder blades. And when you come up, they're squeezing and then releasing. Good. Keeping that gaze fixed in front of you just to protect that neck. Good, we have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Staying in this position, you're just gonna flip those hands so your palms are facing in now. And we're just gonna row, squeezing those elbows to our sides now. So instead of them being out, they're now to our sides. Just to really burn out that back. Like we're rowers. Maybe we were ballerinas at other points, but now we're rowers. We're on that river. The only times I've ever gone like kayaking or anything like that, it's been so hard. So I just cannot imagine people who do like crew and how insanely challenging that must be to be able to row that much, because my light kayaking, I get like so tired. So we're working out those muscles to get ready if we ever need to go kayaking this summer. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Alrighty, coming back up again. You can flip those feet so they're facing out again. We're gonna target those biceps a bit, and then we'll go into our triceps to finish up. We're gonna glue those elbows to our sides, palms facing out. We're just gonna curl down and then squeeze up. And if you want, you can add in a plie. So next time you come down, plie down, curl up, plie, and curl. So we don't have that heavy of weight right now. So the way you will get a nice burn in those biceps is by intentionally squeezing on your way up and then slowly letting yourself down. And it's the tension you create with your own muscles here. So nice, slow, intentional squeezes up and down. Maybe picturing you have really heavy weights in your hands. That helps me visualize it. Good. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. So for our last movement in this arms exercise, you can drop one of those hand weights. So I'm going to drop one. You're going to face your hips so they're square towards the side of your mat with one leg forward. And you're going to lean slightly on that front leg, lifting that back heel like so. So you're using your hand, your same hand as your front leg, to lean on that inside thigh. And we're going to glue our elbow right here with our other hand to our sides. And we're just going to do tricep extensions like this. So we're leaning slightly forward, gaze still fixed 3 to 4 feet in front of you. You're just going to curl in and out. Feeling that nice extension, that burn in that tricep. It's just a slightly different way to do these tricep extensions. Since we always do them in the skewer position, I want to change it up a bit. We're also engaging those legs a bit by staying in this nice lunge here. Good. This is a movement you can always do with a little bit of a heavier weight if you have those at home as well. Good. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay out. We're pulsing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Just to finish up this arms workout, you can switch hands. So now our hips are square towards the other side. We're leaning into that front leg, left back heel lifted, using that same arm as the front leg to lean onto that thigh, gluing that other elbow to your side, gaze fixed 3 to 4 feet in front of you. We're just doing those extensions. Again on the other side. Just like we're a runner about to go off for a race, but also working on our arms. We're working it all out. Good. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay out. We're pulsing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job, everyone. You can drop those weights. We won't need them again for class today. Let's stretch out those hands before we go into our arm section. So cross your right arm in front of your body, grabbing in front of or behind that elbow joint, but not on it. Maybe shifting your weight from side to side. If you're listening to music, you can do it to that. I was actually inspired to do this playlist. I had another one planned. We can cross our right arm behind us, letting our fingers walk down our spine. But last night, I was with a couple friends and we did karaoke to Mamma Mia. And I just was like, no, this has to be the theme. It's too good. All right. And then crossing to the other side. So crossing your left arm in front of your right, grabbing in front of or behind, but not on that joint. And then letting that arm walk down your spine. Perfect. Grabbing a quick sip of water if you want. I'm going to do it. Perfect. You're perfect for timing. Alrighty, so we're going to go into our leg section now. So we're going to be doing a combo of 3 movements on both sides to really target those calves, those glutes, and this inner thighs. So really fun movements, a little bit of a ballet focus. So it'll be very fun. So with starting out, we're going to have our left hand on the bar or whatever hand you want. We'll be repeating on both sides. So it doesn't matter whichever one you're at right now. But inside hand on the bar, you can put that right hand on your hip. You can put it below you. You can put it to the side, above your head. It's your preference. Maybe your arms are feeling a bit tired and you want to give them a break. Totally fine. We're going to start in first again. So those heels are almost touching, if not touching. Slight V in those legs. We're just going to be doing calf raises. So we're going to come up and lower down. So we're going to be burning out our calves on both sides. So starting out, we're coming up into releve and coming down. I like to picture there's a string on top of my head, and when I'm coming up, I'm being pulled up to make sure I have that nice lifted upper body. So up and down. You catch up with you. They start out totally fine, and then you just creeping, burning, coming. So great work, everyone. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're now going to pulse. We're going halfway down, all the way up, halfway down, all the way up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. We are not done yet. We have 2 more little sections of this calf burner. So we're now going to face those feet so we're facing forward in parallel position. So our feet are now a little bit separate. We're going to work a slightly different area of those calves with this positioning. We're just repeating that combination again. So we're going up and down, up and down. Maybe those calves are a bit more tired and fatigued now. Totally normal. I'm feeling it. Still picturing that string on top of our legs. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now we're going halfway down, all the way up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. We have 1 more movement. We're now going to work the outside of those calves. We're going to be doing an inverted first position. So you're going to turn those feet so they're facing slightly in. You're not going to be able to touch them, but it's just a slight turn in so that an inverted triangle, or a triangle, yeah. 1 hand on the bar. We're just going to be doing those releves again. So we're lifting and lowering. You may feel already it feels a bit different with those feet turned in a bit. Totally normal. This is just working a slightly different area in those calves. Good. Keeping that core engaged. If you need help balancing, picking a spot in the room to fix that gaze on will always help. Good. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now we're going halfway down, all the way up. Halfway down, all the way up for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. We're going to repeat that on the other side, but first we're going to do some other moves in between. Take a moment, stretch with those calves, stepping your right leg back, heel on the ground, and then walking in and doing your left leg. Oh, that feels so good. All right, we're now going to be doing a little curtsy lunge combination to target those glutes as well as our core a bit. So we're going to get everything engaged. So making sure there's room behind you and to the side of you. We're going to keep that inside hand on the bar. We're going to set up our curtsy lunge. We're going to cross our right leg or outside leg behind our inside leg, and we're going to plie down and up. So those knees are going slightly out now. Our hips are still square towards the front of the room. Just a slightly different way to do a squat. If you want, you can bring that arm below you when you come down and above your head when you come up. So below and up. Perfect. Great work. Then those legs activate. We're gonna add on in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Next time you come up, if you want to take this option, you're going to lift that inside leg, and when you have that arm raised, you're going to crunch that rib cage towards your thigh and bring your elbow to knee and come down. So let me demonstrate. You crunch in and come down. So we're activating that core a bit, getting the oblique engaged while also doing those curtsy lunges. Whew, feeling that sweat come on. Good. We have 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, we're staying down and pulsing for 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job, straighten those legs. We have 1 more movement in this leg section. We're gonna be doing some attitude lifts to burn out those inner thighs and those glutes. We're gonna be doing it in the front and in the back. So with 1 hand on the bar, feet in first, you're gonna have your inside leg slightly bent, and you're gonna point your right leg forward. You're gonna bend that right leg like so that the inside of your knee is facing up towards the ceiling. Nice 45-degree bend. And we're just gonna lift it and lower it. So this is working that inside of that thigh right now as we lift and lower. Nice intentional lifts. Maybe that string has shifted from the top of your head to the inside of your knee, and you're pulling it up and down like so. Good. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay lifted. We're pulsing for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. We're now just going to rond de jambe, meaning dragging that toe around your body to the back. So if you need to scoot forward or if you need to tilt in slightly to diagonal, we're going to be doing attitude lifts to the back. So you're going to bend that leg with that nice 45-degree bend, but now the outside of that knee is facing up towards the ceiling. But you're keeping those hips square. I'm going to tilt slightly more just so I'm not kicking anything. And you're just going to lift and lower in attitude. So you're feeling that now in that lower glute. Whew. So you're making sure you have a nice lifted upper body. You're really not moving that much on the upper body. You're just doing tiny lifts with that upper glute or lower glute. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay lifted. We're pulsing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job, everyone. That is our combination. We are now just going to repeat that the other side. So I'm going to move my chair so I can still see you all, but you don't have to, whatever you want. We're going to start with those calf burners. Then we're going to do our curtsy lunges, finish with our attitude, and then go for our core section. So with one hand on the bar, you're going to have your feet in first. Remember, heels slightly touching or almost touching. Nice to be. You can have that hand on the hip. We're just going into releve. Maybe those calves feel a bit more fatigued now. I'm certainly feeling it. They're already a little bit shaky, but we're going to burn them out today. You might feel this tomorrow or the next day. That's completely normal. That is delayed onset muscle soreness. I often feel that where the day after I won't be super sore, but then the day after that, I really feel it. We have 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going halfway down, all the way up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. We're now going to face those feet forward so we're in that parallel position. And we're doing those calf raises again. You guys know the drill. We're going up and down. We're experts at calf raises at this point. Our calves are certainly feeling it. Mine are. Good. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're now going halfway down, all the way up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Last little set in this, and then our calves are done. We're turning those feet slightly in from that inverted first, so toes slightly turned in, hand on the bar. We're going up and down. Feels a bit weirder this time, but you guys are doing great. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're going for halfway down, all the way up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job, everyone. All right, we have those 2 more movements in this leg section. So we're going to be doing those curtsy lunges, making sure we have room behind us and to the side of us. We're going to cross that left leg for me behind us now, hips still square, and we're going to plie down and up. And we can incorporate those arms, so down and up. Good. Oh, feeling those legs. I'm certainly feeling it. That arm's feeling it. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're now going to add on. So we're going to plie down. And when we come up, bend that rib cage in so our knee is touching elbow, and then come down. So we're curving in and out, firing up those obliques, those legs. Good. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Staying down, we're pulsing for 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job straighten those legs. That's a killer section. We're now going to finish up our leg section with those attitude lifts. So inside leg is slightly bent, outside leg 45-degree bend. Inside that knee is facing up towards the ceiling. We're going to lift and lower. At this point, our legs are screaming, they're feeling it. We're so close to being done. You guys are so great. We just have our quick abs burst and then our lovely cool down. We have 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay lifted. We're doing tiny pulses for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just to finish this up, rondage on that leg towards the back. If you need to, doing a slight diagonal, 45-degree bend. Inside that knee is now facing up towards the ceiling. And we're doing tiny lifts and lowers, feeling that in that lower glute. Not leaning forward, just feeling that slight lift. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay lifted. We're pulsing for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job, everyone. You can throw that chair out of the way. We don't need it anymore for today's class. We are going to be going into our core section. So we are going to be doing a little cardio or core boost first, and then we will finish with a 1-minute plank just to really finish off today's workout right. So to start off, we're going to be coming onto our back like so. You're going to straighten your legs out in front of you and your arms out to the sides of you to make a nice X shape. I like to say it's like we're like, if you watch SpongeBob, it's like we're like Patrick Star laying out on his rock. And we're just going to use that core engaged to bring our opposite arm. So I'm going to start with my left arm to opposite leg, my right leg, to come up like so. We're lifting with a slight twist and then coming down and switching legs and arms. So this is our X crunch. I'm feeling it. Ooh, really using that core to lift you, not using momentum, but feeling that nice engagement of the core, squeezing up and down. Good. This is a killer move. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Those are killers. So great work, everyone. We are so close to being done. Walking those legs slightly forward now. We're going to lift them into tabletop and planting your arms by the sides of your heads. You're just going to lower each of those legs, tapping those toes and raising them up. So you're making sure that that lower back is nice and pressed into the mat. This is working those lower abdominals. Good. We're going to add on. So next time you come down or come up, you're going to bring those arms up to either sides of your legs. And then you're going to lower back down, bringing your arms to your temple. So you're coming up and then lowering down. This is a C crunch. Make sure you're not straining that neck. If you need to, making a bucket with that hand. Or if it's too much on your neck, just keeping your shoulders down and doing those lowerings up and down. Either way, we're going for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Hug those feet into your stomach. We have one more little challenge to finish up today's class. We are doing a 1-minute plank. So we're just going to hold it to finish it up. I'm going to keep timing so you don't have to worry about that. You're just going to get lost in the sound of my voice and focus on finishing up today's workout strong. But you can pick whatever option you want. You can be on your knees, You can be in tabletop, you can be up on your toes, or you can be down in your forearms. It's whatever option you want that will get you to where you want to be at the end of today's workout. It's 1 minute of work and then we'll be done. And I'll be giving you some fun cues throughout it to distract you. So picking whatever option you want, we're gonna start in 3, 2, 1. Good job. So starting off now, we're making sure that we're in that correct form. Our core is engaged, nice flat back, drawing a straight line from our shoulders to our wrists, fingers nice and spread out, sending energy from those legs to your core, to your shoulders, all throughout your body. Good. If you want to distract yourself a bit, you can shift that weight forward to those arms and then back to those toes. This is a fun way to stay engaged while also changing it up a bit. Good. We're over halfway there. You guys are doing great, thinking about your intentions why you came to today's class. If that core is shaking, that means those muscles are working. You are so close to being done. We only have 10 seconds left, so stay strong. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Lower those knees onto the ground. Shoot your hips back into child's pose. We're now going into the cool down of our class. Make sure you stay at a stretch. If you want, you can open up those knees to deepen that child's pose, bringing that head to the ground, regaining your breath. The cool down is the time to thank your body for all the work that it did, to give it the stretching it needs. Breathing in and exhaling. Walking your hands to the right. Feeling that nice tug on the outside of your back. And then walking your hands to the center. And then up to the left. And then coming back to the center. You're gonna come up on your knees in this nice position. We're gonna be doing some cat-cows. So you're gonna arch your back like you're a cat. And then let it drape, looking up towards the ceiling like you're a cow. Engaging your breath. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring that right leg forward into a nice deep lunge, low lunge, that knee's on the ground. Just leaning into that front leg to feel that nice stretch. Before shifting those hips back for a nice hamstring stretch. So feeling that nice stretch on the back of your leg, flexed foot. Good. And then switching sides, you're gonna bring that left leg forward, that nice deep lunge, leaning into it, right leg's on the ground, getting accustomed to that breath again. Good. Before leaning those hips back for that nice hamstring stretch. This is one of my favorites. Good. Walking those feet so they're together. We're now going to drape our upper body over our legs. Nod your head yes. Shake your head no. Maybe stretch and touch those toes if you can. Good. Before slowly releasing and rolling up, stacking each vertebra of your spine on top of each vertebra, then your shoulders, and then your head. Coming to the center, we're going to stretch our neck. So bringing your hands, cupping them behind your head, feeling that nice stretch on the back of your neck. Good. And as always, we're going to finish up my class with nice 3 big full body stretches. So bringing those arms above your head, thinking about the intentions that you set, met, and exceeded during today's class. Let's stretch the right. 1 breath in, 1 breath out. Come to the center, 1 to the left. And then finally come to the center. 1 big, big, big full stretch like you're waking up in the morning. And then bringing those hands to heart center. Thank you all so much. That finishes up today's class. I'm going to stop our recording now.